10 years old, and he loves to read, especially science-related books and projects, and is completely fascinated by space. He has won several awards for his imagination and ideas that often stem from his interest in science, math, coding, chess, and innovation ideas. Listen to this. In 2020, Sid stood third in the Panacea Challenge, received a $1,000 scholarship. You were 6 at that time? I think so. Yeah? Almost. And his video was tweeted by none other than Governor Charlie Baker. There's a whole list. In 2022, Sid was among top 7 innovators as part of US National Innovator Challenge, and he was interviewed on the Innovation World podcast series. So on to Sid, who is going to tell you about his feelings and what moved him so much.
So first of all, I had a great intro hooked up, but that's all gone now. So let's start. Good evening, everyone. It is my privilege here to stand in front of you and say a few words. My name is Siddharth Vikram, a 10-year-old 5th grader who is currently based in Carlisle, Massachusetts, and is here to speak to you about what an amazing job Ekal has been doing for millions of kids in India. Living in the U.S., I have been privileged with many luxuries, such as having a roof over my head, having basic education, and even having a bed to sleep. But these simple $1 things to me are billion-dollar things to kids living in India, like going to a proper school with proper education is very hard for those kids. And our basics of life are their height of imagination in some cases. So let me give you a few examples. Every day when I walk home, I put down my backpack, wash my hands, and then immediately jump onto my computer and start playing video games, obviously. But some of the kids in India don't even have a radio. The disparity. You can't imagine. When I learned of it, I shivered to the bottom of my soul. See, having mobiles, iPads, Chromebooks, and etc. are big luxuries for the underprivileged kids. And I have noticed that a lack of education has hindered their way of growth and success in life. And I've learned after seeing this to contribute positively to our society. So if you ask me right now, what do you want to be when you grow up? Some of you will definitely be asking me after this. I say this, I'm 100% sure of it. Every single event I've been in, this is the exact question they say afterwards. But well, I could be someone like the next Neil deGrasse Tyson, or maybe if I'm lucky, the next president, maybe. But if you ask this exact same question to those kids, they might, in some cases, say something like a mailman, a police officer, a milkman. The list extends. Like, nothing wrong with those professions, obviously. But to me, it was very confusing when I first heard that. But then, after thinking of it, I found out that the lack of exposure and proper education has stopped them from actually thinking big and looking at more things. Okay, so I got a brain block. Next up, if you ask me if I have the capacity to fulfill my dreams, and if I have one, I would say absolutely yes. But if you ask the same question to them, their dreams might be much different. Like having proper schooling, having three meals a day, and something along those lines. Again, with the last one, do you want to know why? They work with proper education. And education is the most powerful tool that one can have. o'clock. And also, but I, being a smart kid, have selected this Vedam very, very carefully and made it so that this Vedam is Meda Suttam, Suttam that reflects on intellect and wisdom or something along those lines. Don't ask me. Om Yaschandasam Vrishabho Vishwarupaha Chandobhyo Yamrutat Sambhavuva Samindro Medaya Aspranotu Amrutasya Devadarano Bhuyasam Shariram Me Vicharshanam Jifva Me Madhumattama Karnavyam Bhuri Vishruvam Brahmana Koshosi Medaya Pitaha Shrutam Me Gopalaya. And that's like the first paragraph, and I guess have you heard this quote from none other than Swami Vivekananda? If the child cannot go to the school must go to the child, which I would find quite difficult in reality because I don't think anybody could lift up an entire school and take it to the child's house or something. But we won't dwell on that. Also, if you can see on those slides, I'll start talking about them now. Do you see that picture on the... Okay, that always happens to me. Do you see that picture on the left? Well, that is one of the schools in one of the remote villages that Ranjini auntie went to. And guess what they were using? They were using as their blackboard a buffalo's back. That's like, okay. But how is it fair that they have to go under a school that has no roof and they teach on buffalo backs, and I get to go to a school that has fancy projectors, iPads, Chromebooks? What? This makes no sense. Well, Ekal is helping those kids get more fairness. I guess I'll have to pick up my paper now. So, what is Ekal's impact on those kids? Well, Ekal goes to villages all around India and teaches those kids basic literacy so that they can go on to life with a basic knowledge, I guess. So then they can go to schools and then they can graduate and have an actual good life. Yay! And now, let me just say a few words about how every single dollar you donate will be positively contributed to someone's life. And actually, if you donate $1 or $2 or $1 a day, they will be thanking you all the way in India. No, they'll actually be thanking me because I convinced you to give them money. But, yeah, all the Muslims are stuck to me. Yahoo! And I truly feel privileged from the bottom of my heart to be a part of Ekal and make these positive contributions. And so I want to end my time up here with a small sentence. If not now, when? So do not delay. Donate your dollar today. If not now, when? Donate your dollar today. Okay, guys, so start putting out the money from those bottles people make for all this out.
Thank you so much, Sid. Yes, give him a round of applause. So Puranakal says he will be an Einstein. I totally believe that. Thank you so much, Sid.